welcome to the G Spot with me, Gerard. We actually have the Asian King of Kong, Hank Chien. He is the former world record holder of the Donkey Kong arcade game. Thank you for coming in to the G Spot Radio here at LaGuardia Community College.
No problem, my pleasure.
And it's pretty cool because he still has his surgeon clothes. Today he just came straight from work. So not only he's a Donkey Kong champion, he's also a hard-working surgeon. And
I probably have the busiest job of the three King of Kongs.
I know, right? I think it was like 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been about a month.
Yeah, it's been like a month that Billy Mitchell actually submitted a score that's higher than his, making him the new world title holder.
You know, Hank Chien, you're Asian and you live in Queens, so that's a match made in heaven. But you and I, it's gonna be a match made in hell. Cause I am the King of Kong, and don't you forget it. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
So how do you feel about that?
Well, first off, congrats to Billy Mitchell. He actually killed himself off like shortly after he beat my score, which it's kind of like a taunt. And people said I should beat it back by like 100 points and just kill myself off. It's kind of not my style, but if I'm having a bad game, like if I'm on pace just to barely beat a score, I may do that. But in general, I just play my games out, till the end and do as best as I can for that. That record is not unreachable. Like I know I could do it. I'm 100% sure I could do it. The right game. You have to have a little bit of luck. Like things have to fall together because. If you've ever played Donkey Kong, there's so many random things that could happen in that game. Like sometimes the machine just goes against you and you're gonna die no matter what you do. So you need that right combination of skill and luck to get a score like that.
Was it February when you got the title?
Yeah, it was in February.
Yeah, February. Where I actually read it on Yahoo News that like an Asian guy actually beat a Billy Mitchell for his title of King of Kong. But then I'm thinking, oh man, it's probably like a teenage Chinese kid who's like probably lives in his parents' basement and eats Doritos all day. But actually, it's a surgeon who's pretty well off and you just beat it in like one stormy weather day. Huh.
Yeah, well, it's funny because when people on some forums, people are emphasizing the fact that I was Asian, and they're like saying it's no fair, like Asians have an unfair advantage because they're just better at video games. I'd like to point out, of the top 10 Donkey Kong players in the world, not a single one is Asian besides me. So I'd have to say it has nothing to do with being Asian. In fact, Donkey Kong was actually written by Nintendo to market toward, it was targeted toward the American population. Yeah. So, and in America, Asians are a minority. So, and culturally, I'm more American than Asian. Yeah. So it's, the fact that I'm Asian has nothing to do with it. I just happen to be Asian,
But I got a question for you. Why did you pick, out of all the games that you could play out there, pick Donkey Kong? Why not like Halo, like the newer game? Halo, even the newest one, StarCraft 2. I mean, why Donkey Kong?
Well, actually, before I was playing Donkey Kong, I was playing all the regular games that everyone else was playing. Like Mario Galaxy, BioShock, Halo.
Oh yeah, stuff. BioShock, that's a good game.
And then what happened was in around 2008, I was reading this gaming magazine. I think it was an EGM, and they were talking about this documentary called King of Kong. And I was like, hey, it sounds interesting. Why don't I watch it? And then I watched the documentary, and that documentary made that game sound so important. And
I see.
And Billy Mitchell kept saying how hard it was and how no one had even played close to him. And I was like, I think I could do that. And let's see what happens. And sure enough,
And he beat it on February of this year.
Exactly.
Ever since you beat his record on February, you've had a lot of attention from the media.
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah. My phone was going crazy, and I was being like bombarded on like Facebook and even like my personal email. My regular friends on Facebook, they're like, I was just on AOL and I saw your name right under Lady Gaga.
I think I saw that too. Yeah,
it's like on the newsfeed on AOL. Yeah. So I was being hit from all angles, and on top of that, I was busy with work, so it was my life was crazy.
So now, are you gonna attempt to regain the title?
Yeah, I'm gonna I definitely could do it. 100% chance I could do it. There are a few things. First, there are probably maybe 4 or 5 people who are probably currently good enough to get the title to beat that score also. Like Steve Wiebe. I can beat that score, but so can other people. So I mean, we'll see what happens. The main problem is time.
If you're a surgeon, come on.
if I was unemployed, the record would have already been mine.
Yeah, if you were still living in your parents' basement, eating Doritos and Mountain Dew. So really quick, what's your favorite video game?
Super Mario Galaxy.
Not even Donkey Kong?
Not even Donkey Kong. And actually, I haven't played the sequel because I've been busy playing Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, the sequel. I heard the sequel was pretty good too. Favorite food?
Favorite food? Oh, that's a difficult one. I don't know. I have so many. Maybe I don't know. Beef noodle soup.
Beef noodle soup. Favorite place on a girl to operate on?
That's a loaded question. Let's see. In terms of actually, in terms of personal satisfaction, I'd have to say a tummy tuck. Actually.
Ew.
I know that. It's not the obvious answer, but.
All right. So I guess that's about it. Do you have any last words to the listeners as well as the YouTube people?
I don't know. Wish me luck on getting the record back.
Any personal message for Billy Mitchell?
Well, congrats again, but it's not going to stay. Your score's not going to last.
All right, thank you for coming in. Okay, last question. Even though I don't need this, but do you do penis enlargements?
No. Actually, this is probably
Probably stick with pills, which it doesn't work.
There's a very high unsatisfaction rate and a very high risk of being sued with the penis enlargement. So I stay away from that. And but also, I was never trained to do it. So.
Oh, okay. I don't know how does that work. I need to put a stick on inside. I'm not too sure.
Oh no, that's for erectile dysfunction. They put like a balloon inside.
What? Yeah, a balloon.